Welcome to BookTalks. I'm Nishiganda and today I have come up with a fantastic fictional and fantasy novel, The Indian in the Cupboard, written by a British author, Lynne Reid. Friends, have you ever wondered if any of your toys come alive? How much fun it would be to know about its history, its past, and to play with a real alive toy. So this is what the book is about. Now let's move on to the story. The story revolves around a 9-year-old boy, Omri, who lives in England. On his 9th birthday, he receives presents from his family and his best friend Patrick. Two of these presents turn out to be the best gifts for Omri. The first one is a small metal cover gifted to him by his brother Gillian and a small toy Indian by his friend Patrick. Now, if you did not know what an Indian is, let me tell you. It is a small plastic toy, figures of men, women, children, and many more, with accessories like bonfire, first aid kit, treasures, wagon, and many more. And it has movable joints, like if it's sitting, then you can make it standing. If it's looking straight, you can turn its head. And with this, you can recreate scenes like there's a war going on or any historical event. And this game is to be played between 2 or more players. Now, Omri was upset with his gift that Patrick had given him, but he decided to keep it with him in a metal cupboard. There comes the magic in the story. The plastic Indian comes to life as a 3-inch Iroquois Indian. Slowly, Omri and the Indian get to know each other. Omri finds out that the Indian's name is Lil Bull. And he comes from the 18th century. Omri tries his best to provide food and shelter for Little Bull. He even finds a horse in his toys collection and brings it to life for Little Bull. Initially, he keeps Little Bull as a secret, but one day he tells the secret to Patrick. Patrick uses the cupboard without Omri's knowledge to bring his cowboy Boone to life. He was from totally different place and time as Little Bull. Then Patrick introduces Little Bull and Boone to each other, even though Omri was not willing to do so. The two men don't get along at first, but slowly they learn to tolerate each other. There happen many interesting incidents in between, such as Little Bull's attack on Boone. Boone gets very serious and Patrick and Omri lose the key of the cupboard. But somehow at the last moment they find the key and unlock the cupboard to bring a doctor to life. A doctor from World War I to life to save Boone's life. Another interesting incident is when Little Bull asks for a wife. So Omri brings a woman toy named Bright Stars to life for Little Bull. The most interesting thing about these figures is that they just don't come alive, but they are transferred from one time zone and place to another. It's like time traveling, which is very interesting to read about. They have past and they have history. So to know whether or not they get transferred to another time period and place, read the book. So this was all about the Indian in the cupboard. I'll be back with one more interesting book for you in my next video. Until then, keep watching Book Talks.